Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrible General Health System's Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
Everybody, welcome into Bayou Time Sports. I am Harry McCullough. Summit, Mississippi. Not many of us have driven through there, but our next guest will be there and spend a lot of time. It's probably at least 2 years there. It's Corrine Talbot. She has signed a letter of intent to play at Mississippi Community College for the fall of 2024. She's a pitcher, infielder at Vanderbilt now, already in her senior year, but her senior season will be coming up. Her coach, Jeremy Duplantis, third year as the Terriers head coach. So, guys, thanks for being here, first of all, and congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
got to be big to sign a letter of intent, and then maybe take a little pressure off as you go into your senior year.
Yes, sir.
Well, tell me about it. When did you know Mississippi was looking at you, Southwest Mississippi was looking at you, and why did you decide to sign now instead of maybe wait until you're in Sulphur and you're pitching for a state championship?
Ever since I was in 8th grade, Coach Johnson started recruiting me, Coach Shea from Southwest. And we've always had like a special bond. We've always been close. And he just treated me like family. And when it came down time to sign, I knew that Southwest was home.
Yeah, and look, JUCOs will give you, first of all, a good opportunity to get your feet established academically. But when it comes to playing ball too, it'll give you good playing time. You'll have an opportunity to grow as a player, and then after a couple of years, after 1 year, I think JUCO you can switch as it goes. You can maybe go to Division I school if you're ready. You're a pitcher and infielder now. Do you think you'll do both at the next level?
Yes, sir. That's another reason why I chose to go there is because I knew, like, I would also be playing infield and hit as well as pitching over there.
And do you want to do both?
Yes, sir.
Do you eventually think you'll do one or the other?
I don't really know.
You're not ready to make that choice yet.
Yeah.
All right, Coach, tell me about this player and tell me about Corrine. You've been having her for a while. I guess you started in 8th grade, huh? In the program at 8th grade? So you've watched her grow. What kind of development has this athlete done?
Well, the first year that she was an 8th grader, I was still the head coach at H.L. Bourgeois. And we went to
transfer portal, coach.
Yeah, we went to Vanderbilt to play them at that time, and we were playing in the game, and we were playing, and they had a pitcher that was a little bit older than Corrine that was pitching at that time, and they put Corrine in the last couple innings, and she completely shut us down as an 8th grader, and during all this time, I was talking with the athletic director at that time about going to Vanderbilt, and then kind of sold the deal whenever I saw her pitch because I was like, man, I can definitely have her for 4 years. But just as growing as a person since I've been here, me and her are really close, and she's definitely a leader in the locker room, definitely a leader on our team. Besides the fact of how hard she works. She's put in so much time with pitching. And she's always been a really good pitcher. And I know when I got there, she was kind of struggling a little bit with hitting. And the last couple of years, she has been a terror at the plate. She's hit a lot of home runs, a lot of doubles, triples. And she's worked so hard in that aspect. So whenever Southwest is talking about letting her be able to play as a pitcher and an infielder and hit, I'm glad that she made a decision because I know how much she did work to be able to become a good hitter. Right. And now she's a great hitter.
Corinne, you're 5'8" now. You probably weren't always 5'8", but I would think you're now a tall pitcher. Is there a technique for being a taller, more power pitcher, or did you have to grow into your body as you got older as a pitcher?
Most people say that you're supposed to be, like the taller the pitcher, the harder she throws. But I don't really think that's true because it's all about knowing how to use your body and training your body on the mechanics. And I've seen, like, going play out of state and going play in California and stuff like that. I've seen pitchers that are, like, 5'3", throwing 65. So it's not really about height.
Yeah. No, it's about knowing how to do it. So, but you would consider yourself a power pitcher?
No,
I mean, no.
Yeah,
I
guess.
because then you could also be, a spot pitcher, a changeup pitcher, rise ball pitcher.
More spin, but I do have a little speed, yes, sir.
Right. But but is that something you want to continue to develop and as you go up the next level? We've seen now they've got their professional softball leagues now. Besides, obviously playing in the College World Series and to even playing on the Olympic teams. Is that how you want to develop that way?
After college, I think so. I'm not trying to play professional. I want to be a dentist, so I know that's a lot of school.
I got you.
But
I got you. And what about hitting? And maybe we've completely negated hitting. I mean, coach says last couple of years you've been a strength of the team. You've been showing a little pop at the plate as well too. Do you think that side might develop as well?
Yes, sir.
So softball, it traditionally had been a 1-0 game. I know they juice the balls a little bit. They're a little harder to put more offense in the game. And look, we see it a lot, man. And is it becoming like college baseball where these runs you can have a high scoring game?
Yes, sir.
So tell me about that, coach, and how's the philosophy a little different in that league?
Well, at one time the pitcher's rubber was a little bit closer, so it was more of a pitcher's game. They moved it back 3 feet.
What are they, 44 now?
43.
43. I got you.
Yeah, and so that helped out the hitters a little bit, and then the bats are a lot hotter, and balls are hot, and there's just so much more technique now in the way that hitting is taught that people are hitting the ball a lot harder.
They do. Well, it's big league baseball. We see strikeouts or home runs, right? So I think that philosophy has filtered down. We'll take a break. We're going to talk more about Corrine and, of course, the Terriers when we come back right here on Bayou Time Sports.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Talbo General Health Systems, modern technology, and timeless caring. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights.
Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrible General Health Systems Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
Everybody, welcome back to Bayou Time Sports. I'm Harry McCullough. We're speaking with Corrine Talbot and Jeremy Duplantis. And just on Monday that Corrine signed, this is the pictures of her signing day, is Southwest Mississippi Community College is going to get themselves a good one. You said Coach Johnson is the name of the coach there,
Yes,
right?
sir. Coach Jay Johnson.
Jay Johnson, almost like the baseball coach at LSU. But you'll begin classes there in the fall, and but not before you finish with your senior year for the Terriers. So, man, exciting times, and like I say, take a little pressure off as you can get up there, and you're not worried about where you're going to go to school. So, man, what a tradition. You said 14 state championships at Vanderbilt?
14, yeah.
I know there's that many runner-ups as well, so it's been a heck of a program going back for many years. So
It might be like 12 runner-ups, something like that.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
exciting time and exciting place to go. So great to see all the folks smiling there as Corrine makes her decision. Hey, Coach, let me talk to you about the team. What do you see as her senior year? But you said that they had a little transition a couple of years ago. You get there, but this program's building up to where y'all think y'all can compete this year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my first year as the head coach, we made it to the semis. Last year, we made it to the state championship, fell a little short, and we returned everybody this year. Playing with a very young team last year in that state championship, so I know maturity-wise, we going to be way more mature with a lot of the same team. So I think we got a shot.
Yeah, good to see athletes signing at the next level. But we always were a little bit behind, like Oklahoma and California and Texas. But you feel like Louisiana is becoming a pretty good hotbed for softball talent. Huh?
Yeah, no doubt. Louisiana really is. It's up there now. And I used to feel like it was hot in other places in Louisiana, but I really feel like in our area we're just as competitive as anywhere in the state. So it's definitely come a long way.
Corrine, tell me about your training, and you've had a pitching trainer by themselves. You know, you would take those lessons, but did you do travel ball, and is softball coming like for younger folks around here? It's become a year-round thing like that?
Yes, sir. I started out in rec until I was about 8 or 9, and then we made the decision to go play travel ball, and that really started it all for me.
And where do you travel mostly? Is it mostly just here, Lafayette, and Jackson, Mississippi? You mentioned California. Why has it become that big? Where you going nationwide?
It depends on the team that you played for. At the time, I was playing for the Marucci Patriots national team, so we would travel to California, Atlanta, Houston, Colorado, all those big places. But recently, I switched to the Louisiana Thunderbolts, which is a more local team, and that's just like Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas. It's not as far.
Right. But when you're competing against those people that are from a bunch of different areas, do you feel, hey, I belong just as much as they do, or is like, ooh, we got a little ways to catch up?
It depends. I'll try not to think about if they're better than me or not. Just pretend like I am better than them. So
Right. So no, but that's how you get better, right? Competing against those types of players, And Coach, we were talking before we went to break about the hitting now. I see different groups, right? Sometimes you can see that Oklahoma team that was just mashing the ball. They really dominated last year, and those players could do a lot of different things. I know UL Lafayette seems to have bigger girls that seem like they just try and hit the ball at a ballpark. LSU seems like they have more athletic girls at steel base and that kind of stuff. What are you seeing as far as the hitting and how the development of softball development as an offensive game?
Yeah, I mean, it all kind of depends on what your game is. There's some teams that are all about speed, and they still got a lot of slappers, and it's about getting people on base and stealing bases. And then you got some teams that are just built a little different. In high school, you kind of get who you get. So you have to take it and go with it. You the power team or you're a base hit team, and you just have to get them better at whatever that helps your team with.
Yeah, and the fence is usually right 195 to 200. Is that reachable to have a power team just play for the long ball?
Yeah, I mean, we've been hitting close to 30-something home runs every year. I know since I've been there. And the fences are usually about 200 feet.
Yeah.
Wherever you're playing at.
Yeah. So, Corrine, tell me about this team. I'm sure you got a group of seniors. If everybody's coming back from last year's team that went to the state finals, y'all got to have some pretty big goals coming in.
Yes, sir. We're very excited. Last year we thought we had it, fell short. I was actually hurt.
Who'd y'all play in the finals?
Buckeye. They won state the previous year.
So, 2-time champs.
Correct. But we have the same goal. We're gonna keep working as hard as we did, if not harder. And I really feel like this year is our year.
So we got rid of St. Thomas More for all those years. Now we got Buckeye. That's always standing in the way, right? Where's Buckeye out of?
That's like Sulphur, huh?
Oh, is it over there?
Yeah, I think it was only
that way.
It was only like
switch.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
They was
30
close.
minutes from where we played, so
I got you.
near there.
I got you. So they always had a big crowd. No, it's so exciting. So any other athletes are going to be signing from this club?
Not this year. We have a lot of future players that
you never know.
Definitely going to sign.
Everybody grows up at certain rates, right? So
we might have one more. I think Mallory's I think just
Thibodeau.
committed. So I think she'll be signing. She didn't sign yet.
So dentistry.
Yes, sir.
So you're going to wear that mask. Make sure your pretty smile doesn't get hit at the plate, right? Or actually, probably more dangerous at the hill, right?
I always have to wear a face mask.
Well,
My
best of
parents
luck.
make me.
Congratulations to you. Best of luck for your senior year and the rest
Thank
of this
you.
year, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be right back with more Bayou Time Sports.